For decades, Uganda's senior judicial officers, from High Court judges to the lofty benches of the Supreme Court, have presided over matters of life, land and the law, crowned in flowing robes and carefully curled wigs. To the public, the look has often felt like a scene borrowed from the colonial courtroom drama and powder tradition. At an estimated shillings 20 million per wig, the accessory is beginning to look less like tradition and more like a luxury import in a country still arguing over chalk in some classrooms. It is this powdered puzzle that Justice Minister Norbert Mao chose to dust off during the new lawyer address. Mao floated the idea of liberating judges from their wigs, a move framed as both a financial haircut for taxpayers and a comfort upgrade for judicial officers who must deliver justice without also wrestling heat and added weight on their heads.
Today I had a lot of complaints about how hot the wigs are, and the people who were standing next to me were complaining about the heat, and I imagine there will be some changes so that their lordships are liberated from this burden of the wigs. I also heard rumors that the wigs cost about 25 million shillings each. So you may save a lot of money when you innovate something else.
Mao did not stop there. He turned the spotlight toward the slow pace of justice delivery, which he says is dragging its feet on the economy itself.
I know we are working hard to go to upper middle income level, but the judiciary is also contributing to the sluggishness of our economic growth when it is not effectively empowered to decide cases faster.
The head of the bar added his voice, painting a picture familiar to many court users. Case backlogs stretching into years, delayed rulings, and occasional judicial absenteeism that turns mention into a recurring series rather than a legal step.
The issues that directly concern the judiciary include delayed resolution of disputes, absenteeism, case backlog, among others. Court decisions and awards are not in tandem with common legal practice, including the principles of stare decisis, among others. I will not tire in advocating for relative uniformity in court decision, awards, and sentences.
The brand new Chief Justice Flavian Zeija accounted for performance in case management and laid out his priorities during his tenure.
Improving court processes and case management. Number 2, enhancing equitable access to justice and judicial services. Number 3, strengthening policy, legal, and institutional capacity. To achieve this, the plan prioritizes interventions including digital transformation through expanded e-KIMS and CAS rollout, backlog reduction and improved case management, recruitment and capacity building of judicial and support staff, and use of data analytics and AI-assisted tools.
Midway his address, Zeija's tone shifted sharply as he warned against a growing culture of trolling judicial officers on social media, describing it as a source of psychological strain that affects the dispensation of justice.
You know, apparently I was told that people create fake social media acts just for what they call, they call it status. I think the more people who follow you, the more money you earn. So they create those fake news against judges for that purpose, because a judge is a person occupying a higher position in society. So if you create something fake and then you get more likes, then you earn money in that respect. So we shall take action. That one I can assure you. We shall not allow our judges, in addition to the trauma they face from cases, to suffer the social media trauma.
One of the major takeaways from today's new lawyer proceedings is the subtle but pointed message from the head of the bar, who emphasized the need to strengthen the working relationship between the bench and the bar. That call carries even more weight given that the event was boycotted by the Uganda Law Society, a central player in shaping the country's legal direction. Now, as 2026 unfolds, the legal environment is clearly being shaped by the post-general election climate, with growing attention on the judicial independence, the position of the Uganda Law Society, and emerging debates around the control of digital expression. David Ijo, NTV, at the Judiciary headquarters.